Then again, there's always, some people think you're great, some people think you're bad. Do you know what I mean? So
even Hitler had fans.
Exactly. You had a whole squadron.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to episode 41.
It is episode 41
of the Bromantic Podcast.
Your counting is good.
I'll tell you what, when you count 1 week at a time, it actually becomes quite difficult. So,
Right, brilliant. Let's start off with some dad jokes.
Okay.
After dad jokes.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Gaz.
And this is Bromantic. What do you want to do now?
It's dad jokes.
Great.
I went to the doctor's recently. He told me, don't eat anything fatty. I said, what, like bacon and burgers? He said, no, fatty, don't eat anything.
Sorry, that's pretty good. Strong start.
Thank you.
My neighbour rang on the doorbell at 3 a.m. Can you believe it? Luckily, I was up playing the drums.
Two priests get pulled over. Police officer makes his way up to the window and says, we're looking for two child molesters. The two priests look at each other, go, we'll do it.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Oh, dutty. You don't do many dutties. Last night I dreamed I was a muffler. I woke up exhausted. That's a classic.
I didn't want to giggle. I arranged a threesome on the weekend. I had 2 no-shows, but I still had fun.
Crafty, where'd you get these from? Dad jokes are smut.
It just gets worse.
Wait till you hear my one. Mine's all innocent. I got mugged by 6 dwarves last night. Not happy.
That was good. You knew I'd like that one.
I did, yeah.
2 nuns are driving through the country when a vampire jumps on the hood. One says to the other, quick, show me your cross. The other says, get the fuck off my car!
Oh, that's good. Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. It took me a second to realise that she was showing she was cross.
Yes.
I just thought it was funny that a nun shouted, get the fuck off my car at first. I was like, she's cross! That's my fault, that one. But I didn't eat anything other than brown bread for dinner. That was my whole meal.
God.
That's bad,
That
one.
took me a couple of seconds to get and was awful.
That's a bad one. That is a bad one. I sweated when I told that one.
You've heard of Murphy's Law, right? It says that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. But have you heard of Cole's Law? Just thinly sliced cabbage.
I won't say. Oh. As soon as you said
So
coleslaw.
simple. I was trying really hard not to say coleslaw in a way that said coleslaw.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter. What's the difference between a bad joke and a dad joke? The first letter.
I knew you would do that.
That is a bad dad joke. That is God.
What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question?
Oh, fucking. Nice. That's quite good, though. My girlfriend gets mad whenever I mess with her red wine, so I added fruit and some lemonade to it. Now she's sangria.
I'm sorry.
I just couldn't get through that joke.
Now she's sangria.
Just for the audience. Now she's sangria than ever.
Oh, God.
I think because I saw you'd got it.
Yeah,
well.
I was like... How many Freudian psychoanalysts does it take to change a light bulb? 2. One to hold the light bulb, the other to hold the penis. Ladder.
I didn't see that coming. I got tired of being judged for going bald, so I went out and I bought a cheap wig. It was a small price to pay. Nah.
What do you get when you mix goat DNA and human DNA? Kicked out the petting zoo.
Oh, God. Smut. We argued all day about what to call a medieval soldier, but it was getting late, so we called it a knight.
How did I not see that coming?
Oh, I didn't see it coming when I read it myself. I'll let you off on that one.
What did Grandad say before he kicked the bucket? Do you want to see how far I can kick this bucket?
Damn. Oh, crap. There you got me. I've recently been prescribed anti-gloating cream. I can't wait to rub it in.
What's a pirate's favourite letter?
R.
No.
It be the C.
I.
No. Yeah, I think you noticed I didn't commit to
Yeah,
either
I
of those
know.
answers. I was like, there's going to be something catching me out here. Fun fact. Spock actually had 3 ears. A left ear, a right ear, and a final front ear. Oh.
Your face got me that
I know,
time.
I hate
Your
it when I
face
start
did that to
laughing.
me.
That one I found funny from the word go. So
Why don't blind people skydive? Their dogs hate it.
gives a little mental image, that one. I like it. I tried to sue the airline for misplacing my luggage. I lost my case.
No, I'm not. How do you think the unthinkable? With an iceberg. An iceberg.
Yeah, no. Very well. That's a very well played joke, ladies. I was recently walking down the street where all the houses were numbered 64k, 128k, 256k. Little trip down memory lane.
Oh, God. Awful. Awful. 2 fish are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, I don't know how to drive this thing. Guys, welcome. I hope you've enjoyed those beautiful dad jokes. We're here again, late at night, living our best life, loving every minute of it, and I hope you are too. So if you are, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also like the video, do all the good stuff, so that we can one day be rich and famous and forget all about you.
What?
Oh, sorry.
That was required.
Not forget about you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Be grateful for you.
Really appreciate all the support you've given us over the years.
Yeah. Also, could you just comment your favourite dad joke? Just want 300 comments of everyone's favourite dad jokes.
If you could give one of your body parts an extra bone, which body part would it be?
I don't know if that's a
and
good
what
one.
would it do? And it can't be the penis.
Right.
Jack.
Yeah. So, we have recently had our first piece of fan mail.
Oh.
And it is exciting.
Where did it get sent to?
I gave an anonymous address. So don't you worry about that. I've recently moved upon receiving this. I thought, they can't know my address.
To be fair, you did move last week.
Yep.
So
they no longer... They actually messaged me and said, I've sent it to your previous address. And I was like, don't worry. Don't worry about anything. I'll go get it.
there's a reason I gave you the address.
Yeah.
So you
Right,
could
so
never
I'll give them to
message us
I have
again.
opened them. I can't lie about that.
Okay.
So this is from a lovely company called Everyday Rainbows. And they love the show. They listen in every week. I think everybody should go onto their TikTok or their Facebook, just have a look. There's some lovely stuff to buy on there.
There will be a link in the description.
Yeah, brilliant. There's lots of random goodies on there. You'll definitely find something you like. I've ordered from there. I got myself some stickers. I got one for my son, which is a little T-Rex head. And when you put it on the window, it shines through and makes rainbows on the floor, like rainbow colours. And I got a Charizard sticker for the wife.
Of course you did.
And a Machamp sticker for myself.
Of course you did.
So there you go. But that's what I mean. You can just get anything you like on there.
Thank you very much, Everyday Rainbows. I love you. Trying to do this delicately. Oh. Oh, yes. That is beautiful.
That is a thing of beauty.
Gaz, the demon lover.
Yes, and I
And
am
Ryan,
the posing demon. All of those on Discord, they'll know.
Inside jokes. Inside jokes.
But when I put my mug down, it says Bromantic. Like, comment, subscribe.
Mate, 100%.
I don't know. Cheers, my dears.
Cheers.
Nice. Oh, you've got to do your mug that way. That only works for me. Lovely.
Thank you very much. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Very
Everyday
much.
Rainbows, you've killed it with that. That's beautiful.
Absolutely smashed it. Thank you so much.
If anyone else wants to send anything for free, let me know. Hit me up.
We'll give you somewhere to send it to.
Yeah. The PO boxes are way too expensive, as we found out. So until we're raking it in.
Yeah. That's what you're sending is money for a PO box.
Yeah. We won't be getting one.
Here's my home address.
Yeah, essentially that is what happened.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. We're now over 300 subscribers.
Yay! Keep up the good work. Share it around your friends, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your they friend, whatever it is that you're into. Be into us because we're into you.
You seem to always bring it back. Just when I think it's going well off, you seem to just bring it back.
I'm there, mate.
I'm
all about us.
I'm on the edge of cringe. I'm up, and then you bring it back in, and I'm sold. So, we have had a lovely influx of emails.
When you say influx,
I mean 8. Possibly more.
5 million times the amount we normally get.
Exactly, yeah. It's a big increase. Not only that, though, is they're wordy as fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
So prep yourself.
Okay.
I'm gonna read to you like a good night story, okay? One day, when we get enough emails, it's not today, we'll have to cherry pick.
I know. Well, what we'll probably do in that case is get someone else to cherry pick. Because I wouldn't want to be accused of favouritism.
Are we that big time at this point?
You said not now. Well,
Yeah.
Mate, it's 8 emails. Let's calm down. All right?
Yeah, but like next
chill
week,
out.
Next week we're going to get 14. We've got to read out 14, can we? But I'm also not going to pay someone to cherry pick them. Right, I'm going to read these quick because they are
Quick fire. Let's go.
hurdy-lurdy.
All right, let's just admit it. That didn't happen.
Right, this is going to be proper random. You need educating on how to do a cold shower, especially you, Ryan. Have a normal shower like you would. After that, put the cold on and get under for 2 minutes. Don't get it on your head too much and take deep controlled breaths. Stay in as long as you can and over time, aim to stay in for 2 minutes. The studies show 2 minutes is the amount of time where you can achieve the biggest cortisol spike, which is why you're doing it. Anything after 2... Man, how dare you fucking tell me why I'm doing it? How do you know why I'm doing it? I'll tell you why I'm doing it, because I like pain and suffering. Hence I do this podcast at 1 a.m.
With me.
That wasn't part of the pain and suffering.
You meant it.
Anyway. Anything after 2 minutes will not do much. However, it may once you start to get used to it. And it takes literally ages, and I'm talking years. All this comes from Wim Hof's book on it, and he's the father. He's the father of it, so there's my credibility. They aren't as good as cold plunge, in my opinion, because the moving water makes it feel a lot colder, hence why the cold plunge will be in colder temperature. But yeah, only do it in the morning, get your cortisol up early in the day, and you'll be full of energy. This means the opposite at night, as well as the cortisol, will gradually lower from when you did the cold shower. This is why a huge amount of people resort to sleeping better after starting cold showers. But I digress. Look forward to your reaction to this. I will just quickly say, fuck Wim Hof, alright?
Wasn't it Wim Helm?
No, it was Wim Hof.
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
No, thank you for that. Do appreciate it. Although I don't think you're ever going to convince Ryan to get into another cold shower.
Never.
It's good to know
Yeah.
that that's the case. That's the coup.
As if anyone watching this thinks, I'll
Yeah.
give that a crack, let us know. If anyone has a cold shower.
I love the fact that you went in for 5 minutes at a time and he's saying it takes years to work up to 2 minutes. And you're just like...
Like icicles hitting me.
You're like, I don't know why I was so miserable.
Right, that takes years of training.
Oh, gosh!
Yeah, I fucking hate my life.
You're like that guy in like kung fu movies who tries to get under the waterfall really early.
Yeah. Are you trying to do a perfect split? That's Kung Fu Panda quote for anyone who didn't get that. Right, next one. Hello, gentlemen. Firstly, feel free to name me. It's our good friend, Richard. Big Rich.
Of course it is, Big Rich.
It's been a while since I last emailed, but a lot has gone on with me. Mostly that we have moved to Rye. I didn't know I took you in. So
terrible.
So
He's a lot further from us now, isn't he? Richard was only down the road.
yeah, I know. He's miles away. I've got him on the gram, and his house looks lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
So a few
I
little
haven't got you on the gram sample, but
Sorry about that.
yeah, thanks, mate.
So a few little things for you. True facts I saw on the internet. Did you know that a raccoon can't cook because it doesn't know how to work the oven? Yep.
Why did my head not click that was a joke?
You were like, fuck
Yeah,
it. And what if we just told them to use the oven?
No, when you went, did you know a raccoon can't cook? I was like, oh, wow. And then I was like, hold on, no, of course. Of course it fucking can't.
Just slowly, gears turning. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Guinea pigs can't drive because they can't reach the pedals and steer at the same time.
That's fair.
Clownfish can't vape because there are no vape shops under the sea.
Ah, that's always a
Although
problem.
the amount of people throw in there.
Yeah, true.
Right, here we go. Would you rather?
Ooh.
They're not. It's
good.
not. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Lick the other person's foot between the toes, or armpit after a hard, grueling workout. I'm gonna go armpit.
Can I choose when to lick between the toes?
It says when.
When?
I just want to say it says between the toes also. So I think that's foot and toe.
Can I choose when?
Oh, that's an interesting point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
Because I'll just, after you've washed.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll choose that as well. Excellent work. Doesn't say when for that. Haha. We debunked you. Loophole. Walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you.
Walking on my parents.
I don't want to see that.
Do it by choice, so.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Done it hundreds of times. No problem for me.
It's the lingering they don't like.
Oh. This is a filming. I don't know what's up. Why am I making it weird? I don't want to make it weird.
Filming. It's the furious masturbation.
Stop. Filming was the lowest point we should have gone to. Fuck, not dogging.
Oh, God.
Right. Would you rather be in the history books for something terrible or be completely forgotten about when you die?
Completely forgotten about.
Yeah.
Fame does not entice me in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah.
I'll be dead.
Yeah.
What terrible things would I do, though?
Hold on. I don't want my family to forget me.
You'll be completely forgotten.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah. I don't want my family to remember me for something god awful.
Terrible, yeah.
So, yeah.
Then again, there's always There's always, some people think you're great, some people think you're bad. Do you know what I mean? So
Even Hitler had fans.
exactly, you had a whole squadron.
Yeah.
Give up your phone / any way of electronic communication for a month, or have
That one.
any kind of wash of your body for a month.
Yeah, the phone.
Or having any kind of wash of your body.
So don't
for a
wash for a month or...
month. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
fine.
phone. Yeah. Oh. Or any kind of wash. Why is that taking me so long to understand that?
Just don't wash for a month. That's it.
I couldn't do that. So
Well,
I'd
not
get
wash
rid of
for
the
a
phone.
month.
Yeah, I'd have to get rid of the phone.
I mean, I could not wash for a month. I would be horrific by the end of the month.
That's what I mean. I couldn't do it.
But, I mean, it'd be quite pleasurable to not have a phone for a while.
Yeah. Would you rather have super taste, super smell, or super hearing? Now, the key word here for me is super. So I'm going to allow you to manipulate that how you wish.
I'm not going to go taste.
No?
All right. I'll go super hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be the most useful. I mean, I'm taking super as just much better. Like, I'm not saying when I hear things, it gives me strength. That's the super hearing.
I'm going with, have you seen Encanto?
Yeah.
You know that girl, she can hear really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that sort of stuff. It would be very hard to not pick hearing. So, super taste. No, super hearing, yeah. Super hearing for me, please.
Beautiful.
Yep. Now time for some quotes. These-
Jesus,
I'm
Richard
not-
just packed this
Yeah,
out.
Richard is doing the show for us today. This has been produced, directed, and you can do the editing as well, mate.
Please.
Yeah, I did think you'd mind me palming that off. These are from multiple events, films, etc. These are random. I just want you to know, these are random as fuck. Okay?
Okay, so they don't mean anything. I don't.
No.
Cool.
In fact, if you can tell me what it's from, let's play a game, because they're quite well known.
Oh, he did tell you where it's from.
Yeah, but they've got no... One to the next is completely
Excellent. Right.
random. Right. They think it's all over.
It is now.
What's it from?
Football.
Specifically?
The football film.
It's not from a film.
No, the football match. That's 1966 World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup final of 1966, England versus Germany. Yippee-ki-yay.
Motherfuckers.
What's that from?
Oh, that's from the Bruce Willis.
You can't get the name of it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, you...
No, Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were being funny.
No. It just left my head.
No, Michael. No, Michael. That was so not right. If you get this, I will eat Broly's head.
I've got no idea.
It is from the Toto Wolff Mercedes F1 team.
Oh my god.
Principal 2021 Abu Dhabi GP.
Okay, fair enough. Famously.
I'm the king of the world.
The Titanic.
Fucking hell, it is.
Well,
Well done. I mean, yeah.
what was that?
Yeah, no, I realised I got a bit too excited about that. Fuck! Wait a minute. Wait. He just got it right. That's fine. I'm going to do this in the right tone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't my mother. Yes, I am.
EastEnders.
He's very slender.
Cat
I'm glad
Slater.
you-
And Zoe Slater.
Yeah, smashed it. I think that was the impression that got that.
Yeah, that was the voice.
If I wasn't a footballer, I'd be a virgin. That's quite famous.
Is that a really tall guy?
It is.
Peter Crouch.
It is, yeah, Peter Crouch, nice. Why has... The last one's a belter. Why hasn't it been done yet? You've had months. The wife.
Fair. That's fair.
Thanks, Rich.
Richard, you're a gem.
That's glorious.
Hasn't it been done yet?
That's
It's been months. It is true.
Oh, that's a great finisher to that. Right. Hello, you two gods amongst men. Hope this email finds you well. Would you rather have to wax your head or to have your nose pierced on both sides.
Nose pierced on both sides.
Waxed head.
Really?
Nose piercing is going to last a lot longer than my waxed head.
I'll just take them out.
Yeah, but you've still got 2 holes in your nose. Take a little while to heal.
Yeah, it's fine.
My hair will just grow back.
But you got to wax it. Do you know how painful that will be?
Yeah. Have you ever had anything waxed?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Painful.
It doesn't really bother me too much being waxed.
Your head would?
You reckon?
Yes.
Maybe.
New King unlocked.
Head waxing. I come back with bald or not?
It's good.
It's good, yeah. All right. Right. I hope your move was stress-free and it all went well, Ryan. Thank you very much. It did. Gaz, I hope you had a lovely time with the family.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, I always tell my oldest that blood doesn't always make family. Love does. I'm digging this email already.
I love it. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
That's great.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. She can...
Fuck you, Mum.
You can't do that.
The only reason I say that is I know my mum does not watch
I
this.
just want to say.
There's no way
it's
she
a
watches
free
this.
shot. That is.
Oh, honestly.
You don't. That's not when your next line speak. Fuck you, you don't even watch it.
Support me!
My mum, every time I see her, goes, I must watch the podcast. She ain't fucking watching shit.
That was 41 episodes ago.
She watched about 4 and was like, you did really well. Cheers, mum.
It's like a different podcast now.
Yeah. Watch it again. I promise it's better. Anyway.
She watched 3 more than my mum.
Yeah, fair, yeah, true. Yeah. She can choose to invest her love and time into people and therefore choosing them part of her family. I think there's meant to be a to be there. Therefore choosing them to be part of her family. I want her to know the value of nurturing relationships and only being in healthy situations. Annika, you sound fabulous as a parent here. This is great. What do you want to instill in your boys for their futures? Apart from Elijah's work ethic and Atlas's the importance of physical pursuits and all that encompasses.
God, that's a deep question.
That's an absolute monster of a question.
Me and Elijah, I think I've told you about this,
I was hoping you were going to say this.
have got a thing that we do every day and every morning, every night, like before he goes to school. And what I encourage him to be is a great man. That's the kind of thing that I speak to him about. And he's got 4 things that I said there's 3 things that make a great man. And he added 1. So the 3 things I said was strong muscles. Mm-hmm. So strong, I mean, obviously this is to a child. So,
yes, yeah.
you know,
Who
strong
love superheroes.
Yeah. So strong muscles, strong mind, and a strong and kind heart. They're the 3 things. He added in strong legs.
Yep.
Because of course you need strong legs, of course. So there you go.
Carry the weight of all of that.
So yeah, they're the things. And when he does stuff at school, or when we have like talks before bed, like bedtime talks and stuff, like one of the questions I'll ask him is like, "What have you done to be a great man today?" Like kind of like help people, been polite, been decent, you know, anything like that. Pretty sure he makes 90% of them up, but whatever. Do you know what I mean?
But he understands the concept of
being a great man. Like, but he's also being kind, being nice. One thing I've introduced quite recently, which I don't know whether I like or not, but I kind of do, is going over something he's not done well during the day.
Okay, I think that's great.
So, like, for example, today I said, we go over like, what's one good thing you did to be a great man today? He'll say, you know, I helped. Obviously, he's a child, so it's not going to be, I stopped world hunger. Do you know what I mean? But, you know.
Just want you to know that no one says that. Regardless of child or not, no one's going to bed at night. That's not what happened today. Just be aware.
But, like, it'll be like, so-and-so was building a tower at school, and I asked him if he needed help, and I helped him.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like, good, great, you helped someone. And then, like, I'll say, like, what's one thing you did that wasn't good today? And like today, when we got in the car on the way back from school, he said something to me which I don't think he meant to be, but he said it rudely. Mm-hmm. So like, I've told you this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you don't tell me what to do. Like, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want me to do something, you ask me. Do you know what I mean? Like, simple as that. And like we went over that. He said I was rude to you in the car. I said, what do we do to avoid that in future? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't know whether I like it because I don't know. I don't want to put him to bed on a negative because he's 5. He kind of then puts it in like a negative mindset.
Nah, I think it's improvement. I think you can turn that negative, which you have done, into a positive.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think that's... Maybe you want to start with that instead of doing...
Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea. Just be like one
I actually really rate that.
And then go one good thing and then put him to bed on a positive.
I think as well, for him to be able to understand what he's done today that needs improvement and then have a conversation about it, I think it's a really... I don't see the negative in that at all. I understand what you're saying about maybe the timing, but just end on a good note. I really like that, though.
Just remember you were shit.
Well...
There's nothing you can do to improve it.
Yeah. Steady on.
So yeah, that's what I want for him, whether it'll carry on to when he gets older and stuff like that, but I want to instill in him now that he's building now to be a great man. And that's what we do. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're always striving for, is to be a great man. So that is one thing.
Cool. That's a really great thing as well, yeah. My thing is I want Atlas to believe that he's capable of anything. I want him to go into any situation or any learning, anything at all, with full faith in himself that he can do it. I think that's something that I didn't have at all growing up, hence the fear of failure. I want him to completely negate that in his life and know that even if he does fail, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, as long as he does his best. So that's for his future. I can't see how that wouldn't help set him up for so many things. Of course, yeah. Being fearless in the pursuit of success is one of the things that I want for him. Obviously, it's difficult. He's so young for me to make the steps for that to happen. But even like, regardless, we have so many things for him that we keep him trying and doing.
I think it's also great that I've noticed, like, the way you are and the way you strive to be in terms of with Atlas is, although a lot of the time you apply it to sports, I feel like it's the same for anything he wants to do.
Yeah.
You're very much, he can do it, then happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very encouraging.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm really big on encouragement.
Yeah.
I really am. And I think it's something that I hate it. Like, today it happened. I got a phone call from my brother, but we were playing football in the kitchen. And it just meant, just for a second, I obviously went to my phone and answered it. And he kicked the ball, and whenever he kicks it well, he always goes, ooh. And I didn't ooh with him. And just in that moment, it's just one tiny thing, but I felt bad. And I was like, oh, you can't be perfect all the time. It's like, listen to myself. You can't be perfect all the time. But also, you're in a moment.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it with a phone call. You can call him back in a second. Do you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, obviously my phone's my business. Do you know what I mean? Like, so if, like, we're in the middle of playing and my phone goes, I will, like, check. Like, if it's, someone I can call back, or if it's someone.
Yeah.
So I'm guilty of that. It's something I do need to improve on. Do you know what I mean? But
it's hard, though. Because life is still life. Yeah. It's going to keep going.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
I also think it's, although, spending quality time, there is a stage where they need to understand that, in a way, kind of life doesn't stop. Like, we've still got to do these things. You've still got to,
Yeah.
And we'll go back to playing afterwards. I'm not, they're on my phone and like, fucking that's over. Do you know what I mean? It's, they're at some point, maybe not now, maybe a bit older, but yeah. It's,
I've definitely been guilty at times of doing that anyway. And so I've made strives to improve that.
Yeah.
But like I say, today was the first time that I'd done it. And the reason that I'm guilty of it is because when he was a proper baby, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But now he's growing into the years where he'll notice me being on my phone. Well, now I'm really trying to just cut it out as much as I possibly can.
No, good.
I don't mean, when he goes to bed at like 6, do you know what I mean? So
you've got time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I don't need to be doing it then. So, but yeah, thank you for that. That's a really good question, nice. And hopefully we answered that
adequately.
Yes. What did you both do to woo your lovely ladies? And do you guys share similar values, wants and desires with your significant others? Or do you think opposites attract is the best for a healthy relationship? As in broadening your horizons and growing together because you both see the world differently? That's another really fantastic question.
The way we got together was I worked behind the bar. She was a customer and she was really rude to me.
And you like that?
And I went over. She basically leaned over the bar and was clicking at me.
Oh!
And I went over.
A bit of that.
I went over with the intention of being a dick and thought she was really fucking hot. So, yeah. And we started going out.
That's a bit of a mad
And then at
story.
the end of the night, like, still thought she was like a bitch. Like, I was actually
But
a
an
bitch.
attractive bitch.
And then at the end of the night, she came up to the bar and asked what number. And I was like, yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And now she's still as rude as she ever was. No,
Yeah, she still clicks them fucking fingers at me.
passionate. We call it passionate.
Yeah. That's what we call it now, isn't it? Really passionate.
No. And in terms of the, are we opposites or are we the same?
Values, like, do they all link?
Pretty much both. So I think our underlying morals and our underlying values are very similar. Like what we're wanting and, you know, in terms of raising Elijah and stuff like that, and what makes us good human beings, I think is very similar. I think the way we go about it is very different.
I strongly agree with this message. I wooed my missus.
Lucky bitch.
I
I just called your missus a bitch. I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
I'm really sorry. That
I
was
don't know where that came from at all.
lucky lady is
Yeah,
what I
lucky
meant.
lady
Yeah.
indeed. Crikey.
So
Anyways,
sorry.
so that bitch. Christ. So anyway, what I messaged her on Instagram, but I literally just made a new Instagram.
You hopped into the DMs.
Yes. So to give you the full story, I was a sponsored athlete,
Of course you were.
and she was an ambassador for the company.
Ooh.
And I was just flicking through the ambassadors and the sponsored athletes, and I was like, oh, that one. And he was like, yeah, you know, get to know the other ambassadors and blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
Nah.
just that one. So I messaged her, and she just liked it, just ignored it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to do better here, aren't I? So I think I may have done one more message that she replied to, but it was a bit of a dead response. I was like, going to have to bring out the old humour. She put a story up, and I thought of a banging joke for it. I sent it. Boom! That was it. She even says, that message is what done it.
Really?
Yeah, it was a silly little joke. But, yeah, now from that day on,
I just want you to all to know that's how I feel every time we do the dad joke section.
just falling in love.
Every single joke.
But, yeah, she said she ignored the first two because my profile was so new, she thought it was a fake account.
Really?
I had one picture, and it was my profile picture.
Yeah,
She just
fair
thought it was a
one.
fake account.
Fair one.
Yeah. So she was like, I didn't ignore you because I thought you weren't attractive. I just thought you were a fake account.
She was like, this guy's far too hot to be into me.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, you're from England and blah, blah, blah. Because my Mrs. American, just so everyone's aware of,
Yeah.
of that, yeah. Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's how
that's really
how it got together. We have very similar everything, but she's crazy. That's our biggest difference.
fair.
And I think she wouldn't listen to this and be like, how dare you? I think she went, oh, that's true. I am the crazier of the two. That's fair. So, yeah, I think all of our morals and similar to yourself, and we do have similar ways of going about most of the things that we do. And one thing I will say about her, she's very good. I'm the sort of person that will just do what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I think I would annoy the hell out of a lot of people. Whether that be safety reasons or like, but I think a lot of partners would be like, please don't do that. But she's very much like, well, I'm not going to stop you doing it.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Okay.
So-
I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
It'll be fun, even like little things. Like I think a lot of people, if they were going out at, 8 till 3 o'clock in the morning twice a week.
It's a really nice view to have on like cheating and stuff as well. Just going to do it.
Sorry, what?
I'm not going to stop you.
Sorry, what? That's a good turn. But yeah,
Trying to get you in trouble.
I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, she's not going to watch it, mate.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
Yeah, she doesn't watch. She doesn't watch it. But yeah, like if I say I'm going to do a sport, if I'm going to do something crazy, if I said to her next week I've signed up to a boxing match, she'd just be like, okay.
Fair.
She wouldn't be like, are you sure you've not trained? She'd just be like, all right, I'll come watch. All right, fine. Like literally. Or if I was like,
That seems yeah. That seems like you.
if I was like, I'm going to BMX down a mountain, she'd be like, just wear a helmet. I'm like, yeah, cheers. I'm just going to do it. So
I got this.
yeah. So yeah. So yeah, we're all pretty similar though. Yeah. Next question, if there is one. I think that was it. That's my musings for today.
Oh,
I
great.
hope you're... Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I hope you're both in fantastic spirits. Love you long time, Annika. That is beautiful. I did Annika rather than... Yeah, leave that in. Right.
Love you.
Love you, Annika. Thank you. Hey, guys. Just writing in to say that I love all the content that is coming. Keep up the great work and the utter chaos that comes from your tangents when you veer completely off track from the topic at hand. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's what's going on. It's that fizzy water that's still. You make me laugh regularly on the podcast. And as you know, I am always on the edge of my seat listening to the quest. I have a couple of questions for this week.
Mm-hmm.
For Gaz.
Oh, Jesus.
What has been your favourite thing that has happened in the quest so far?
That
That didn't happen. So that didn't happen.
I think my favourite part of the quest so far will be surprising, but it will be the punishments I receive for being a dick.
Going to prison.
I really enjoy it. I think the way you do it is great because you don't interrupt the storyline in terms of like, oh, you're just a dick, you can't do that. Like, if I do some stupid shit, you're like, yeah, that's fine. So what you do is 2 episodes later, you've been caught.
Yeah.
Well done. You fucked yourself.
I want you to know that the first time I realised I'm going to have to do something about that, I hated.
Oh, really?
I didn't know what to do. I was like, what do I do? How can I punish you? I can't actually put you in prison and be like, well, this episode, we're just going to do nothing because you're in prison. I had to make prison fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was the hardest thing to do.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it ended up the way it did.
Yeah.
But at first, because I don't know if people think that's planned. It's not fucking planned at all. I've had to just throw that together at the last second and be like, you're arrested. But yeah, no, that was, I'm glad.
And then I got further punishment for it.
Yes. And then you punched the stable master in the face.
That was the first time.
Oh, what did you do the second time?
I attacked the guards. I attacked the High Council, didn't I?
Yeah,
The
but I think
guards.
that was, you were wanted anyway, weren't you? Yeah.
What was I wanted for?
Because you chopped that person's legs off.
Oh, yes.
And that came back to haunt you.
Yep.
That did happen. So that poor person died for no reason. My question. Who is your favourite non-playable character in the quest and why? I think you know the answer to this. It is Gerwin. And I think the reason for that is as the Dungeon Master, I fully know and understand who Gerwin is, what they're doing, and all that. But I know that everybody else has no idea what Gerwin is, what he's doing, and what he's about. So I love being Gerwin.
Okay.
And I like dropping little bits of information about Gerwin with never revealing who Gerwin is. And I do really enjoy that. And also, he's quite flamboyant.
Yeah.
And I like that.
He can kind of do whatever the fuck he wants and no one can do anything about it.
Essentially, he's my fourth wall breaker. For both of you, if I were to plan a D&D session for you, what level would you want to start with? Do you already have a character in mind, or would you want to build a completely new character, starting with a character building session, backstory creation, and then a one-shot adventure?
Jesus.
I would probably start at the bottom. I'm not going to lie. I've never not been a dungeon master.
I've first one I've played of this.
Yeah, I would quite happily. I could happily do my own, like backstory and character building and all that. But I wouldn't want to be like a certain leveled character or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd be like a character that's. So I'd want to be a paladin who's like fresh out of.
Paladin school.
Yeah, do you know what? When I went to say that, I was like, I don't know, fresh out of where? Compton.
The church.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I was like, but yeah, that
Clergy.
sort of similar to Gazmatraz. Fresh.
Gazmatraz would be a barbarian.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by that at all. Do you plan to introduce your kids to Dungeons and Dragons / role-playing games?
I would love it.
I think it would be cute if at some point you could have a game night with both you and your kids play Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, we'd have to wait till they're a bit older, but yes, absolutely.
Yes, yeah. Sadly, Atlas would need a few years still before we can get him on.
Elijah could possibly play now,
Yeah.
but I don't think his not attention span, but like he loves like making stuff up and making up stories. But he very much likes stories to go the way he likes the stories to go. So, you know, it's one of those kiddie things. Like
You black out.
out of the forest. No, he doesn't. Okay, that's okay.
The dragon eats you.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't, because I grew wings and flew away.
No, but like, I see the problem now. Yeah.
You didn't roll high enough.
Yeah. As you know, I have been... So just to answer that, yes, we would love to do it at some point.
Yeah, when they're older.
As you know, I have been relentlessly dropping the Quest theme movie poster mock-ups in the
love
Discord.
them.
They're great. They're
Guys,
so fantastic.
look, we're just going to look at the screen for 5 seconds, and you're just going to get some movie posters plot up. Should we just do some entertaining music in the background?
Yeah. Are we going to do it? That was good. Lovely stuff. I wanted you to have the files, so I've attached a link to the Google Drive where the PNG files live, if you want to do anything with them.
Oh, beautiful.
Love you guys.
Well, you're about to see what I did with them.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, just for those who are not aware, the movie posters and stuff you just saw are entirely inspired by Orion's very own Quest, which you can catch on this very channel. It's very entertaining, very good to watch. Story written entirely by Ryan, and it's amazing. So please make sure you check it out. If any of the movie posters look good and any movie directors are watching, we're available.
The book will be released soon.
Yeah, give me some notice because I'll need to do some training.
Yeah.
But I'm
Only a
there
little
for
bit.
it. Yeah, just need get a pump probably.
Yeah. Love you guys. Love the content. Plot armoured.
Love you always.
Hi, lads.
Hi.
First of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for allowing me to be part of the Bromantic community. Both of you are awesome.
Thanks for being part of it.
Absolutely, and you are awesome. I very much enjoy your podcast each week. Everything you do in there is amazing. But if I'm honest, for me, it is the quest that I really look forward to each week.
Some quests, some love this week.
Ryan, every week you amaze me with your storytelling. The NPCs you play, everything about it is mind-blowing and awesome. Gaz, every time Gazmatraz does a speech, I'm ready to ride into battle with you. The pictures, music, and gameplaying does everything justice. Even though I don't think my emotions can take much more of the twists and turns that Ryan springs upon us, I honestly cannot wait to tune into next week.
Tell me about it.
Keep being you guys. Much love to you both and the rest of the bromancers.
Thank you so much.
That's lovely. I also never know how staged people think the quest is. But I just want people, every time anything random happens, or a twist in the story, I just want you to look at Gaz's face. That's what I want you to do. And then tell me if you still think it's staged.
Yeah.
Because Gaz is just as shocked as you are when it happens.
And annoyed.
Yes.
And like, the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
the reactions are real.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah, it's completely
Cases are real.
not staged. But damn good.
Yeah. Very much enjoy it. It's a very good story.
Hello again. So this will be quite a long email, as there will be a story, then questions to follow. So please bear with.
Okay, bear with.
As you know, you two are fantastic dads, and I think everyone can agree that you should both be proud of how well you've done and are still doing. But not all dads are like that. My dad, for instance, was the typical thirsty for milk dad. He up and left us when I was 5 and my brother was 9.
I've just got thirsty for milk, Dad.
Oh no, they've kept it comical.
I know.
It's a pretty sad tale.
When they said thirsty for milk, I was like, likes boobs or
Yeah.
Nope.
It's one of them cow-loving dads. Okay. Him and my mum got pregnant quite young with my brother. My mum was 17 and my dad was 18. They obviously stayed together long enough to have me 4 years later. But then my dad did the most effed up thing and started seeing my mum's sister behind her back, which ultimately ended up with her being depressed and turning to substances. He completely left us to live with my auntie. 2 years later, he then told us that he was going to go somewhere for a while and be a better dad, and eventually, after another year or two, came back. This lasted a couple of weeks until he missed pickup. He'd left town and not told anyone, stole money from his nana, and then left. After 7 years, he'd sent a letter. We replied, nothing back. Until I was 18, he'd added me and my brother on Facebook and sent a message. Before replying, we did the obvious thing and went through his pictures. It had been years. What does he even look like again? Turned out he'd had more children. I'd never seen my brother so defeated and heartbroken. I'd become cold towards my dad before this, but now seeing my older brother like that made me angry like you can't believe. Dad asked to meet us. I think out of pure, perverted curiosity, we agreed. I wanted to see how he would handle the whole thing honestly, and I went for my brother because I'd spent my life looking after him and him me. We met. It was small contact after that, but constant, nonetheless. We went to meet my siblings. My sister was 10 and brother was 5. 2 years after he left us, he then had another child. Make it make sense. Anyway, the main point to this is now my sister is almost 19 and my brother 14, and our sperm donor has decided to ditch them now too. He's still around them every day, but they live with their grandparents, and my dad and his wife go round on the weekends to spend time with them. But he's just there not doing anything. I'm completely done, and it breaks my heart that I know what they're going through because I've lived it. My question for you both is, can you in any way put yourself in his shoes and justify the way he's been? Have you ever felt weak being a dad at any point? Maybe not to the point of leaving, but almost thinking about it. I'm so sorry this is pretty deep and dark, but you both have great advice, and I'd love to share it with my younger brother and sister. As usual, love you both and stay fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do just want to say thank you for that email, because that couldn't have been easy to write.
I mean, it wasn't easy to listen to, let alone.
Exactly, yeah.
Sorry for the experience you've had, first of all.
And also, well done you for coming out the way you have from that.
Absolutely, and being strong. Seems like you are the backbone of your brothers and sisters, which I know can be a very difficult thing. To keep everyone positive and be the support that they need, but it's very necessary in family situations and situations like that. So well done to you.
Yes,
and stay strong.
Yes,
and make us your backbone. We're here.
We're here.
I don't know if I can say my. Do you want honest? Here.
I think honesty is what's the point if it's not.
Cool. I think your dad's a prick.
Massively.
It infuriated me listening to that.
Yeah.
Purely because I could not imagine abandoning my son once, and not giving a fuck about what's going on with them, let alone several times. And I also want you to know, and it's very important for you to know, it's nothing about you.
No.
It's purely him.
Yes.
So I know it may feel at times that you want to blame yourself or your brothers and sisters want to blame themselves and it's something they've done wrong, but it's not.
No.
It's him. And any kind of thought you have in your head that it might be your fault or you did something wrong that drove him away, get rid of it because it's not you.
No.
He's the dick in this scenario. Clearly, he's not been ready for the commitment of children. Maybe he has some underlying issues himself that he needs to deal with.
I think that's definitely the case.
But I can honestly say I've never once thought about abandoning or leaving or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's never crossed my mind, which is why I'm very certain that it's not something you've done.
Yeah.
And it's just that he wasn't ready, has got something going on with him. And he seems like a repeat offender. So I think to trust him to do anything different at this point is sad.
I think a couple of points to touch up on there is on what you've just said. I know she wanted some advice for her siblings. And I think that's one of the best things you can tell them. That has nothing to do with it.
No, it's not their fault.
Yeah. Obviously, to elaborate on that to them, obviously your dad had children at 18, and some men just, they're boys. And I think they'll, like FOMO, they'll just go with, I'm missing out on this, I've got a kid, and they almost resent having children.
Yeah.
Not the child's fault at all.
No.
It's a priority problem. They cannot get the priorities right, that having the children is the most important thing. I think that's really important for you to realise as well, that is a huge part to play, and it had nothing to do, once again, with the child, but poor prioritising, usually from the parent.
I think it's also a very selfish attitude to have. I think we've both said, I don't know if we said it on the podcast, we may have done. We've spoken to each other about it, that we would do and go through and put up with anything for our kids.
Yeah.
So to have the mindset that that's not the case, and, to put your feelings before a child that you brought into the world, it's almost like, what was that thing? What's the phrase I said to you last week that I asked you whether you agreed with it or not? The I didn't choose to be here.
Oh yeah.
You brought me in, and I said I didn't like it. I didn't like the phrase.
No.
But in this situation, it's very true.
Yeah, I think that's what I bought on.
Yeah, you said you don't like it as like a rude thing, but
but
it's something you need to think about. Like, but it's a very selfish mindset to think that you can you almost disregard how the child is feeling.
Yeah.
Entirely.
Yeah.
And disconnect yourself emotionally from that.
Yeah, from your child is crazy.
It's mental.
Isn't it?
It's
I
mental.
don't even understand how that's a thing. You touched on at the end there that it breaks your heart because you've lived what they're living now and they've been through it. However, they didn't have a you. And I think, you could be a crucial and an integral part of their life that allows them to know love from a family member in a completely different way to what you felt. And I'm not saying this to make you feel pressure in terms of you need to be that person for them, but it's important, I think, to remember how that felt and what you wish you had, and to know that you can do that for someone. And I think that's an amazing opportunity as a person to embark on something that means more to someone's life than you can possibly imagine. And I think that would be a very important thing for you to think about moving forward with this. And the fact is that even though your dad does see them, you almost call it meaningless time. They're just there. But even if once a week you try to see them to have meaning, or however you want to do it, I think that would be so important to them. And I think how much that would mean to them. And I think that goes for a lot of people who miss something in their life, but know someone that also doesn't have it, but you're not doing that bit for them. And I think whether you're a parent, an auntie, a sibling, whatever, I do think it's one of the most valuable things and rewarding things you can do. And probably undervalued in a lot of situations. Even the self-reward of knowing what you're doing for a smaller human. And I think that's massive. And I really hope that comes across in a positive light to you and you can take that on board. I really do.
To just wrap up everything. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Keep being you. Keep being strong.
Absolutely.
And we love having you around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep being you.
We got you, boo.
Yeah. So this next one is called Wild Questions from the TikTok Live.
Okay.
Hey, I love the live so much, and I'm still watching it now. My wild question that TikTok wouldn't let me ask is, would you rather run down the street, ass naked, and see everyone you would never want to see while naked, or get stung on the nipple constantly by a bullet ant for 24 hours? Also, every time I think of a random question, I will email you.
Excellent.
About to watch the podcast now? You are both so lovely. Keep being you. It's nice, isn't it?
I know exactly who that is.
Yes.
Lana.
Oh, yeah, it says lots of love. Ilana. So, oh yeah, she said shout her out, didn't she? She did indeed say that. So yeah.
Alana, thank you very much.
Yeah, lovely to have that email from you, and I hope you enjoy seeing it.
Yeah. I've got a couple of questions on this. Do I suffer the after effects of the bullet ant stings, or is it just the pain of a bullet ant sting?
You suffer the whole bullet ant sting.
So I'm going to lose a nipple.
I'm going to say that your skin is...
I'm losing a nipple. This area's gone.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to say. Your skin won't... You'll keep everything. I didn't realise that's what you meant. I just thought you meant the after pain.
All right, no.
No. I'm not going to say you'll have rotting flesh on your boob or anything like that. No, like...
Then I'd go for that.
I'll just run naked, I think.
Yeah, but then who do you want to never see you naked? I suppose, who do I never want to see me naked?
I mean, the harsh... what I'm going to change that question to, really, is not people you never want to see. Just, I'm going to say everyone's going to see you naked.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I think that what I was thinking about then was the people you never want to see you naked, and I kind of got fixated on, like, it's people you would never want to see you naked. So obviously 24 hours in the thing, it's sort of be fun. But then I try to think, who would I never want to see me naked?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I'm not saying I'm willingly just going to get naked for everyone, but
I know what you're saying. Yeah. But I'm like, if I had to,
it's not the end of the world.
and I'd be like, yeah, fine, right.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, oh, looking forward to this.
Can I train for a little while first?
I'll give you, because I'm really kind.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 months of training.
Oh, sweet. Okay. But I'll do the naked thing then.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
Do I get to use
No
chemical enhancement?
No,
in those
you
2
don't.
months?
No, you just got to run with it. Right, next one. In the most recent pod, someone asked what happy ever after means to you, and you said it's an ideal. Mm-hmm. I'd like to know if you think happiness should be aimed for. I've heard lots of people online, usually more red pill types, but not always, saying as a man you shouldn't aim for happiness. The idea being you should be disciplined within your goals as your first priority, meaning happiness being aimed for would be a distraction. Essentially, you should do what you need to do, whether you're happy or not. God damn, son.
I agree with that and I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Kind of. I think happiness is the goal for everyone. I think, everyone wants to be happy. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the ideal place. What I think is an issue at the moment, and we have a massive issue with these days, is people kind of think happy is the norm when it's not. Like, average is the norm.
Yeah.
Like, you're not sad, you're not happy, you're just average. Mm-hmm. People aren't satisfied with it. So I think it's an issue. Yeah, content, that's perfect. Yeah. So a lot of people see content as sad.
They do. Yeah.
And then sad as, like, really depressed.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not the case. Content is just your average state of being. Otherwise, there would be no, happy or sad.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? If happy was the average state of being, that would be content.
Yes.
So,
and you've got to have lows to no highs and all those sorts of things.
I also think as your life goes on and as you get older, your priorities massively change. Mm-hmm. And I think it does. I think maybe when you're sort of 18, 19 maybe, you're very focused on happiness and living your best life and blah, 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 blah. As you get older, especially after you've had children, it definitely did for me, priorities massively change. And I would say my happiness now is irrelevant because my job now is more important than my happiness. So my job to provide, protect, be there for my family is much more important than my happiness now. And it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make in order to ensure those things happen.
I think to elaborate slightly on what you're saying, or how I feel about it, is fulfillment in achieving those priorities in itself can be happiness.
Okay, yeah.
But you're not directly looking for happiness.
No.
I think that's a better way to look at having goals and things like that.
Yeah.
Is, if there was ever a time where you weren't providing, you would be miserable.
Yeah. Feel like a failure.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm trying to say. Is when you achieve that.
I think a lot of happiness is also linked to sort of success, linked to, and I don't mean success as in being super rich. I mean like success as in succeeding in what you believe your goals are.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that links to happiness. That makes men especially feel more fulfilled and feel better about
A sense of achievement.
It's a very kind of masculine thing.
Yeah.
People often say that, what is it? You tell women that you love them and tell men that you're proud of them.
Yeah.
And that's what they really want to hear. Like women want to hear that you love them, but men, I mean, I know for myself, it would be much better to hear that I'm proud of you and, you know, than I love you. So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear I love you because I love me too.
Yeah. I know I'm lovable. Yeah, no, you're right. And I think this also big time for me comes into mindset and enjoy the journey. So, for example, I will use this podcast as an example because I can.
It's the best.
Yes, and I will. We enjoy every single time coming in to do this podcast.
Absolutely.
I can say that, I think, with the full heart, be it tired, be it whatever. However, we could come into this podcast with the mindset of we are tired and we don't really want to do this today and we've got work tomorrow and we've only got this many subs and what's the point? We've only got this but that's half the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not saying like work is going to be like you can't go in every day and be like, well, work's great, I love it, but it doesn't mean you have to pick it apart every time.
But why can't you?
Well, it's just for me. So the reason you can't do that with work, because I always go into work and I don't hate it. I go in, I know what my day is going to be, and it's about managing expectations. I think if you always went into work with a zing attitude, you'll get let down quite a lot.
Yeah, but I think you should always approach your day with the willingness to smash it. I don't think you should ever go into, and I don't mean just for work, I mean any day, but like work obviously comes out for me on this, but you should always go in with the intent to kind of go, no, today I'm going to fuck it. I'm going to annihilate today.
Do you think that's maintainable?
I think it is.
You think every single day?
I think, well, I mean, you can either do it or you don't. Do you know what I mean? You choose your mindset at the end of the day, no matter how you're feeling. You can choose to mope around and you can be, even if there's shit going on and it's bad, you can still go, right, well, I'm going to make the fucking best of it. Do you know what I mean? You know, I've woken up, I'm really ill, I'm tired, I'm, you know, cold, you know, my heating's gone out, but I'm going to do something about it today. You know, I'm not saying you're going to go in and go, I'm going to fucking make a meal, I'm going to do this. I'm just saying whatever situation you're in, you make the best of that situation and make the most of the day that's coming at you.
Okay.
Because if you don't and you mope, that gets you nowhere.
Yeah. So I think 2 points I'll add on to that, and you can tell me what you think of this. I've always kept work at an arm's length in terms of joy, and there's a reason for this, and that is because of home.
Okay.
It makes me more excited to be at home.
Okay.
If I'm too buzzed about work, sometimes when not anymore, but when I used to go home before, it wouldn't be like, yes, I'm home. But now, I'm like, yes, I'm home. I love it. It's just so great.
Yeah.
And I like that balance.
Okay.
Not that like I say, I don't go to work hating it.
No.
But it's still work. It's not where I want to be, and I always try and keep it that way to a point. And the other one is, for me, it's not maintainable just because the amount of time spent at work.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm there 10, 12 hours a day. I can't maintain the mindset of I'm going to smash it. So gym, I always had that mindset because it was 2 hours, you know, max.
Yeah.
I could be like, I'm going to smash this, I'm going to go and I'm going to have a good session, blah, blah. Then it's done. But 10 to 12 hours, I'm going to smash it for me. I don't think I could maintain that personally.
But do you not think in like little bits, you can still smash it even if it's shit?
So I'm not saying in my work day, I don't do tasks and think, I'm just going to smash this out.
Yeah.
But do I think the work day, there are definitely times where I'm sitting there, I'm like, because it's work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, unless, I mean, kudos to you. If you're doing a job you love, then great. You know.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I get exactly what you mean, but I don't think having a time where you go, Jesus, fucking, this is. Because I think that's just to sit it's kind of hardship, isn't it? But not really, but kind of is. This hardship during the day, which is fine. There's no issue having like a point where you go, oh, right back to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? There's no issue, but I almost see sort of the kind of mindset as, I'll give up. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no point during your day going, oh, fuck it. Do you know what? I'll give up on this. It's bullshit. Like,
well, I know. I think that's a different mindset. The give up mindset. Like.
And you're still like you would never go, oh, fuck this. I'm just going to fucking do a shit job and that's it. You'd always like do what you can do today. Fuck it. Let's smash this last bit out. Let's get it. And then we're home. Like we're good.
I'll tell you a really good example of the difficulty in this is when you're, and this isn't a knock on this job. This is just the mentality of it. Shelf stacking.
Yeah.
At Tesco's or B&Q or blah, blah, blah. Now, I have to completely agree that the monotony of that job, the boredom of it, you can't have a can-do attitude all day because it would just kill you. And I think when you do jobs like that, you have to be very good at time management if you're going to have it. And some people's brains just don't work that way.
Yeah, but I think what I think you're confusing what I'm saying with is having a can-do attitude and being chipper and being happy is not what I'm saying you should be at this point.
No, neither am I.
You know, but I still think you can wake up and go, right, time to work. Let's do this. Let's get it. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's go. Right, what have I got to do today? I've got to stack these shelves. Right, fair enough. Boom. Let's get them done. Efficiency. Beautiful. Lovely.
I'll tell you another good example of this.
Security.
But even so, for example, a job like security where you're just going to sit for 12 hours, it's very hard to be like, I'm going to smash this and then just sit.
And what do you do with your time?
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it's difficult because some you can't do anything with your time. Not allowed on your phone, not allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
And work rate. It's sometimes I find it very difficult if I'm busting my ass and working in a team of 5 and 4 people aren't doing it.
Yeah.
And then it's very difficult.
But then I don't think you should ever judge yourself on what someone else is doing. Don't ever judge yourself by someone else's standards. If they want to be shit, let them be shit.
Yeah.
But you be the best you can be. You know.
Yeah. No, I actually.
I don't think there's any other walk of life where you would, necessarily take that attitude of, they're not doing it, so I'll just fuck it. We'll all slack off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's true as well.
Taking out your email. If someone wants to be a shit dad, you're not going to go, well, I'm doing the best. I can do the best I can, but he's being a shit dad, so why can't I? Like,
yeah, I suppose comparison is the kind of the root of evil there, isn't it? Yeah, that is a very valid point. What's the question?
They should strive to be you. You shouldn't strive to be them.
Yes. Well, set an example. I do always massively agree with that. Yeah, you should be the example. Yeah. Be the hardest worker in the room, as Rob would say.
That's a good one. Like
to clarify the last part of that, whether you're happy or not, you just have to do what you have to do.
Agreed.
Yeah. That, for me, is a principle that every human should have, man, woman. Like,
I think that whittles down to responsibilities.
Yes.
More than anything. Like you've got responsibilities as an adult, as a grown man or woman. You have responsibilities that you need to uphold. Yeah. You can't just go around life going, I don't want to do this no more, so fuck it. Otherwise the world wouldn't go round.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
And you wouldn't achieve anything?
No, not at all. And if you quit at the first sight of having a hard time, I mean...
Enjoy your mediocre life?
Yeah, exactly.
So, no, I think that's actually a key point, that bit at the end, because I think we've just gone on a little bit about having that smash attitude and this, that and the other. But, I mean, if someone puts down 500 files in front of you and goes, order them. Yeah. As if you're not going to be like, hey, this is great. You are just going to be like, this is so shit. Just fucking get on with it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's that.
I'll
and I think, I think...
Light work.
Yeah. You've just got to have the attitude of, I'm not going to enjoy it, but the faster I get it done, the less miserable I need to feel.
Exactly.
So I think that's a very valid... But that's a good question in itself. But I don't think you have to devalue happiness.
No.
I think you just need to obtain it differently. God, that's pretty good.
That was good. Yeah. But again, I just want to stress the fact that I think it's really important to know that happiness isn't the constant.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Being content isn't perfect, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Being content is fine.
Yeah, being content is fine.
Being content's just fine.
Yeah. Don't be upset with being content.
Having peaks of highs is great.
Yes.
And strive to have as many peaks as you can.
Yeah.
But when you're content, don't be sad that you're not happy, because you'll just be more sad.
I'll tell you a good example of that. People are on holiday and they go,
this is the life.
Yeah, but then after about 3 or 4 weeks, they go, it's been a bit long now.
Yeah.
That's such a good example.
That then becomes content.
Yeah. Because you're then used to it, and you've got to like make your home life and all that. You've got to be content with it, but also like know that this is something that you love and all that. And but that's why I have that flip with work and home life.
Makes sense.
Because I can be content here to give me the high when I'm at work at home. Yeah. But if you're miserable at both, sort your life out.
Yeah.
Do something about it. That we have finally.
I'm not going to lie to you, mate. I think our podcast is an 8 email limit. Because I don't think we can fit anything else in.
Yep.
We can't fit anything else in.
How long's it been?
1 hour and 40 minutes.
No.
Yeah. So I don't think we can fit anything else in.
Christ.
We've
covered a lot of topics though.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
Some
It's
fun,
been good.
some deep.
Yeah.
Some. I just hope. Would I hope when we answer these emails?
People that emailed read it. Watch.
Is that people don't feel that their email has been devalued? Like, I hope we give the right amount of response to each and time, and because the fact that people take the time to write them,
we'll take the time to read them.
Yeah, I think that's
and we'll take our time.
Yeah, we will take our time. And I just it's probably one of the most pleasurable things about doing this is the feedback from the folks.
Yeah, really enjoy it
from the bromancers.
Absolutely.
So, we love it. And the free stuff. The gifts is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Did you sort of tongue that
off the cuff? 3, 2, 1. Pineapple.
Laser.
Pineapple and laser.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Cut.
Shit. Fucking hell. Cut is brilliant. I was fucking on light.
Well, we did it well last time.
Yeah. Last time we fucked it. And on that note,
we love you.
We love you lots. See you soon. If we just keep pressuring people to email us, eventually they will.
Did my mum and dad email? Just want to check in on Gareth, see how he's doing.
Yeah.
He won't reply our calls and texts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's their next resort, was to fucking email the podcast. Ryan will just read it to him. It'll be okay.